Elite Expert Insider, the podcast that educates, inspires, and motivates you to take your business and life to the next level. We would like to thank Audible for supporting Elite Expert Insider. Please go to the link bit.ly/Elite Audible. That's bit.ly/Elite Audible and get a free 30-day trial to show your support. Thank you, Audible. Now to Elite Expert Insider for conversations with industry leaders. Hi, Melanie Johnson here with my good friend and business partner, Jenn Foster. How you doing, Jenn?
Hey, guys.
Hey, we have another great podcast for you today. First of all, we want to tell you, make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Hit that button and subscribe. Please leave us a comment. We'd love to see your comments and share it with people because we give you great information every time we have fantastic guests on. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to have Jenn and Melanie on because we have a publishing company, Elite Online Publishing. We have books. Here's a couple of them here. How to Write Your Story of Accomplishment and Success, How to Write Your Life Story and Leave a Legacy. So we're all about telling your story and writing a book, especially for your business. Right, Jenn?
That's right. Yep.
So what we find out, we get this question all the time is, well, how many books am I going to sell? Am I going to make my money back from publishing on selling thousands of books? So we want to displace the myth that you don't make a lot of money selling your books. That's not where you're going to get your money. So where you're going to make your money is how you leverage your book as an advertising tool to get more leads, more business. You'll get more clients from it, and you get to use it as an advertising tool, whether you give it away or use it for a lead generation, that it raises your status and your expert level as well. So it does a couple of things, right, Jenn?
That's right. Yeah. So, we get this question so often that I wrote a book about it. So Everett O'Keefe and I wrote a book called Books to Bucks, and in there is 20 ways to make money with the book because, like Melanie said, you don't make the money from the actual sales of the book. Of course, you're going to make some money, but you're not going to make the thousands of dollars a month that you need in your business, right? So the thousands of dollars a month that you're going to need in your business is by selling your services that you already provide or raising your prices on the services that you already provide, or adding a coaching program or some other thing to the services you provide. And that's how you're going to make money with your book, because your book is going to be the tool or the glorified business card that you hand to someone that gives you that authority and expertise that you're the bestseller, you're the authority. They're going to read your book and say, oh my goodness, I need to be hiring them to do this for me, whatever service or business you're in.
That's awesome. Now, so I use real estate as an example. So I don't know about you, but I get these cards in the mail all the time with the real estate's picture on a picture of a house. Maybe I look at it, maybe I don't. It just goes right into the pile of the stuff I'm going to throw out from my mail. But think about it. If you're an expert in a certain niche or a neighborhood or the way that you sell homes, or you have valid information that you want to give, let's say you did put it into a book, a little book like this, maybe only 135 pages with graphics and visuals, and you sent that in the mail or dropped it off to their doorstep. So think of the value. They're not going to throw that away. They're going to learn who you are and what the value is of that. So let's say you get one client from your book and you sell a multi-million-dollar house from giving them a book, then all of a sudden you've made $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 in revenue just from commission from one house. So that's what it's about. It's about getting that client because you have the value of the book and the perceived level, raised level of expertise and authority that you're a published author.
Right. And you might be saying, well, I am just a real estate agent. I don't have a lot to say in a book. Well, say what you're going to say and do the pictures like Melanie said, and then have some room or some questions at the back of the book to help them for whether they're selling their house or buying a house, right? So put those questions in there, make it a journal in the back of your book, and so that it's a full book, a full 100 pages or 135 pages. There's a lot you can do. And you don't just have to have a little pamphlet. Like I said before, it's like a glorified business card, right? And it has a thud factor. When you put it down on the table, it makes a noise. So it has that thud factor. You want to make sure you have that.
And there's a great story that we have, a good friend of ours, Mike, who published a book, and it was about marketing, and he was on a plane with Richard Dreyfuss. I don't know if everyone remembers who Richard Dreyfuss is, depends how old you are.
What about Bob? That's the best movie. What about Bob? Yeah.
So famous actor, he's on the plane and there was a layover. And so Mike took his book and he did a little research that Richard Dreyfuss had a nonprofit that he was working with. So he tagged a page in the book that he thought would apply to his nonprofit to help him raise money. So he walked up to Richard Dreyfuss during the layover and he said, Richard, you know, such an honor to meet you. I'm a huge fan and I want to give you a copy of my book. And I know you have a nonprofit. And on this page, I think there's some really valuable information for you to help your nonprofit. And they went their other way. They took a little picture with each other. And then before the plane was going to go and take off again, he said, listen, I just read through that book and read that page. He said, you're going to be my new best friend. He moved him up to first class, sat next to him, and they brainstormed all about his nonprofit. Turned out they ended up working together on a project, and Mike had a podcast of his own, and he was a guest on his podcast. So that's the power of the book.
Mm-hmm. And all because he had that book with him. So that's what we recommend for all of our authors who are listening to this. If you've already written a book with us or written a book somewhere else or published a book, have a copy with you all the time. You never know who you're going to meet. And don't be afraid to walk up to somebody and say, you know, hey, page 30 would be great. I think it would, you know, take a look. I think it would help you in your business. Or I just wanted to give you this, you know, or make a little note in the front. Another thing you can do is grab a Sharpie and if you're at an event, you can do the exact same thing. Say you're at an event, you're watching the guy on stage and you think he's amazing. Well, get a copy of your book, write his name at the top, put a little note, tell him what page number you know you want him to read or dog-eared or whatever, and then hand him the book when you go up to get his autograph or when you go to shake his hand, give him a copy of your book.
And then people don't realize, we say, okay, it's going to get you new customers. But think about the lifetime value of a customer. So let's say your product or service is worth $10,000 when you get that customer, but how many times is he going to buy from you again over the course of the lifetime of that customer? And then let's say that customer, you're giving them great service and they love you, of course, because you're going to give them a wonderful service and product that they're going to recommend other people to you. So think of how many referrals you could get from that one client. So we say that the value, people say, well, what's the numbers? What the numbers? Well, it just depends on your products or services. But we say, you know, that average book, if your product or service is $10,000, say, you know, you're going to get over the course of the book between referrals and that we see between $100,000 and $200,000 back from that one person. Now think about it. As we said, it's got the thud factor. They don't throw it away. If you advertise in a magazine, what happens? It gets thrown away. If you advertise with one of those flyers, it gets thrown away. And I own TV stations, not one, but 2 TV stations. So we were selling airtime, right? Those commercials. And I was a big believer in that. And I still think TV advertising is great, but it's changed a lot. So that commercial comes, it goes, it disappears. It's like, you know, you spray and you pay and you spray. You just hope and pray that something's gonna come from that advertisement, but you really don't know. Even a billboard, you're driving by it and then it's gone. The book has longevity. It's gonna stay with them. Jen and I say, it's the only advertising that someone's gonna take to bed with them at night.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the best. Yeah, I love that one. Well, and you might be thinking to yourself, you know, oh, I don't have a service or a product that I can charge $5,000 or $10,000 for. Well, that's where, you know, speaking comes involved. A lot of you who have written books or want to write a book, you want to be a speaker. You want to be on stage training or teaching or telling your story of what you wrote in your book or a piece of it. And that's where, you know, you can get paid for speaking. So joining the National Speakers Association or doing these different things and learning how to get gigs and going and speaking and charging for that. Not speaking for free, but charging to speak. And that's how you can make money back as well on your book. And then not only do you speak and get paid to speak, but you give your book away. So if you're getting paid to speak, add in 100 copies or however many people are in the audience. Tell the people who are paying you, this speaking fee also includes everyone gets a copy of my book. They love that. And if you don't want to do the physical copies, give away an ebook. Give away the ebook or sell the ebook for 99 cents, have the crowd buy it, and you get your boosted back up on Kindle, right? You get 50 to 100 people buying more books in that day, and for 99 cents, it's going to boost you up. Or better yet, what I talk about in this book is set your book at 99 cents, sell it to your audience that you're speaking to for 99 cents, but tell them, if you give me $1 and buy my book today on Amazon, on Kindle, do it on your phone right now, I'm going to give you a physical copy of my book. Now, what's happened, Yeah, you're not going to make a lot of money on that. You only make 30 cents or something on the ebook, and you're going to be costing money to give away your book. But what is the value of having your book, ebook and paperback, in the hands of all the audience members? Are you going to get clients from that? They just heard you speak. You're the authority. You're the expert. Yes, you're going to get clients from that.
That's perfect. And then think about, all right, so many of you are trying to do lead generation to get, that's the key. I've been to real estate offices lately. I've been listening to seminars, and it's all about lead generation and how much you're going to pay for those leads. So in one of the Facebook groups that we're involved in, a gentleman just threw together a sales funnel, and he gave away an ebook. Now get this, the story goes that he goes, I did this book and I had it almost finished. I just had a little bit and I realized, oh my gosh, I have this book and I haven't done anything with it. So he did a really quick sales funnel, and he gave away the book for free in the Facebook group. And you know what? He got 253 leads from that group. One person purchased the product that he was pitching in the sales funnel, but now he has 253 people that like him, that wanted his service, were interested in what he had to say and what he was selling. So now he can go back and send them emails. He can now connect with them. So what was that worth? That was something he just had sitting in his computer, and he used it as a lead generation. So a book can give you, because you have it in so many different forms, you have it as that digital that you can just give it away. Like Jenn said, you can have it that way. You can manipulate the price for the ebook and the paperback on Amazon. You can give away the ebook part. You can use the paperback as a lead generation. One strategy for a doctor that we had who's trying to get into for the plastic surgery market was, hey, these charities are having great luncheons. These women are your demographics. They have a goodie bag. Give the book away in the goodie bag for all the women. There's 300 women there. So, that's under $1,000. He's going to give away 300 books, and they're all going to have his before and afters, why he's a great doctor, everything they need to know. And they're never going to throw that away. If they gave him even a coupon, they'd probably throw it away or maybe not use it. So there's tremendous value there.
Well, and I've talked to a few doctors who are like, well, I don't know what I'd write in a book. Well, there's always your frequently asked questions. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what to put in your book, what are the top 10 frequently asked questions for plastic surgery or on this specific procedure? Put that in your book, and then you can give them in the goodie bags, and all the people will read them and understand, and they'll know you're the authority and expert on that. So it's great.
So the end of the line is the moral of the story is there's value in having a book. It's going to get you clients. It's going to get you leads. It's going to make you an expert and an authority, and they're not going to throw it away. They will give it away before they throw it away. So, and it lasts forever. So once you have a book, you'll always be an author. You'll always have the title of being an author. And if you work with Elite Online Publishing with Jenn and I, you'll be a #1 best-selling author, and you'll always have that title for the rest of your life. And think of what that would feel like to have that you're a doctor and #1 best-selling author attached to your title, or you're a real estate agent and #1 best-selling author. You're a plumber, but you're a #1 best-selling author. It just works for any business, anywhere. We just are a firm believer in it. And like I said, I've owned TV stations. I've sold airtime to people in Dallas and Houston. I've had $100 million companies. And I am a firm believer, out of all the advertising, I used to buy advertising and sell advertising. Really, there is nothing like a book to get new clients and for the longevity of it.
Yes, it's awesome. So Melanie, let's tell everyone what else we were going to talk to them about, which is the power of Amazon and the power of having an Amazon author page.
Yeah.
What is an Amazon author page? Tell everybody.
Okay, so an Amazon author page is probably one of the most powerful tools. Think about, first of all, let's backtrack. Amazon is the $100 billion gorilla, right? They can push things up the search engine. They have that power. So when you become an author, you get something called an Amazon author page. And what's so cool about this is that you can put your picture there, your bio there. You can put 7 videos, 7 photographs there. You can link your blog post to it. You can put YouTube links to videos there, and your book is there. And you can put links to all your social media there. Now, what's really cool about this is that you can, Amazon pushes this up the search engine. So if I'm searching for you or your business, guess what? It's either going to be #1 or on that first page somewhere. Usually it's no further down than number 5. And that has all of these things that sell your services and businesses. We tell our authors that's like a $20,000 value, that you're having all this information, videos, blog posts, pictures, all of it's better than a website. Then how much money do you pay to have a website? Think about that. So
Right.
it's like, oh man, I just spent 30 grand on a website. Well, guess what? When you author a book, you get this thing by Amazon for free. And oh, by the way, you have the website, but now no one can find you because you're like on page 295.
Right.
But with this is a website for you that goes right to the top of the search engine. So how amazing is that? What kind of value is that worth?
Well, and I have clients, my other business is marketing, is SEO marketing, which is search engine optimization, getting people to number 1 on Google. And they pay thousands and thousands of dollars a month to make sure they stay on page 1. And with Amazon, they give that to you for free. It's huge value.
You know what would be cool, Jen, if we have, of course, this is mostly audio podcast. I would say some people will see it on YouTube. So what I want you to do is go to, if you go to Melanie Johnson, Elite Online Publishing, and on Amazon. So if you go to, on Amazon, go to Melanie Johnson.
I can show a screen share if you want. Do you want me to do it?
So people who are seeing the video can see it. And if you're just listening,
those who are watching YouTube can see it. And those who aren't, you can just, let's see, I've got a bunch of things open here.
Yeah. And what you'll see is what happens, what is on that page, and how to utilize it properly. There's things that we send to our personal clients that show, hey, here's a great Amazon page. Here's an excellent one, which is mine and Jen's. They're both excellent. So look at this. So here you go. You've got, here's me. I'm branding me with the picture up there on the top. So you get like a thumbnail like you do on Facebook. But I chose a picture that brands me doing the TEDx talk.
I'm like, it went away. There it is.
What happened to it?
Okay.
So it shows me doing the TEDx talk. So it's not just a headshot. It's showing me doing something that brands me. Then over to the left, you have, if you have more than one book, all your books will populate there. Then what's really cool below that is where you have videos. So of course my TEDx talk is in there. I've got another picture of me at the TEDx. I've got blog posts in there for our company. Then I have some videos from the books that we've launched. Then I've done some other authority type pictures where I'm speaking, where I'm on panels. We have videos of some of our podcasts and book launches on there. Then what's really cool is to the left of the page, you put your bio, but what a lot of people don't remember to do is I have all of my links on there. So below my bio, and it's anything you want to tell them that's important that can get customers, right? So anything that maybe you have on your website, the about me, your why you started your company, but then I have, here's where you can follow me, right? Here's all my information. Here's my author page. Here's my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn's on there. Then I have links to my YouTube channel. I have a link to my TED Talk, and I have a link to the podcast. Then we have digital courses. So we have links to the digital courses so I'm selling there, right? It's saying you can link and buy one of our digital courses right from there. So you may have services, coaching, consulting, services that you have, and you can link to it right there, whatever it is that you're selling. And of course, we sell our journals. We have links to those as well. So again, this is such a powerful page. When someone's searching for you or your business, it's just amazing. There was another link. So I looked up, yesterday I was doing some research. So that's a really great page that has everything on there. There are people who have publishers who their page comes up. I look to see if they have an author page linked to their book. There's no picture there. The book shows up and there's no other information. No bio, no videos, no blog posts, no nothing, no links to anything. So imagine your Facebook page that didn't have your picture on it, right? It didn't have that main picture on it. And there were no posts except for your book was up there on Facebook. You'd be like, oh, this isn't even really a Facebook page, right? So that's the difference. And then I pulled up, we've been following Grant Cardone, and I pulled up his author page on Amazon. Now, Grant Cardone makes hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So he can afford the best of the best and do anything that he wants. So I don't know if Jen, if you can pull that up as his Facebook page. So his Facebook page, I rated as like a medium. So he's got all his books up there. He's got a great picture. He looks real handsome there. And he's got his bio. But guess what? He has no videos. He has no pictures. He has no blog posts.
Missing some things.
He has no content, right? And then when you go, he's selling all these digital products. He sells his events, all of these different things. None of that is on there. You don't know he has any of that available. So it's like he has space that's not being utilized properly. You know, it's like having a kitchen, but you didn't put the stove and the refrigerator in, right? So I gave him a medium because it's there. It's partially populated. So we have the terrible with nothing. We have the medium, which is Grant Cardone. And then we have the one that's tripped out and awesome, which is Jenn's and mine, and what we do for each and every one of our clients. So utilize that. Again, that's at least a $20,000 value just to have that working for you and have that. That's worth having the book alone, is just to have that page.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can click on someone else's book and see if they have a good one. Let's just show an example of a bad one. Okay, here's one. Well, no, he hasn't got his blog, so that's pretty good. He's actually okay. He needs more pictures, but he doesn't have any videos or pictures. But he's got his blog. That's good. Let's find someone who.
In our, I can't remember where I found it. I went to nonfiction. So this is what the exercise I went to: best-selling nonfiction books.
Here's one. Okay, look what happened there. So I clicked on her name, and guess what happened? Nothing. I see another her books, but she doesn't have an Amazon author page. Look how many books they have.
So that's even
and
worse.
They don't have an Amazon author page. Look, you can't click right there. That means she doesn't have a page. She is missing out on a lot of people finding out more about her.
So see, we just added a new level. So there's the one who doesn't have a page at all, one that has a page with it's not being populated at all, one that's only halfway populated, and the one that's done the way it's supposed to be done.
He's missing. This guy's missing. Look what he's missing. He's got a great page, no pictures, no videos, no bio. So here is a 0 out of 10. He doesn't have, his books are there. They're all together, but he doesn't have anything.
Doesn't have anything else. Doesn't.
Look how many books he has.
Wow.
Wow.
And what's really cool is, so when someone reads about you or clicks on that author page, they start to feel like they have a relationship with you, right? So think that they'd have to go to get what's on that author page. They'd have to go to YouTube to see the videos. They'd have to go to your blog post to get to your blog post. They'd have to maybe go to your Facebook page to see those pictures and to read that bio and that intimate story of you. That just doesn't exist. You don't put that on LinkedIn. You don't put that on Facebook. Really, that's an intimate inside look into who you are to create that relationship. So first of all, I'd have to oh, and maybe your website, I'd have to go there to find out more about you. So they'd have to go to 4 or 5 different places versus just going to that one place that's right there that populates all the way to the top. So I think that's what we're going to wrap up with today. We're kind of at a time limit for today.
Yeah, I'll just finish with one story. So Melanie and I went to the Super Bowl party a couple years ago and last year, and we were invited to the Lee Steinberg party. Now, Lee Steinberg is the Jerry Maguire, okay? So if you've seen the movie Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise, then that's who Lee Steinberg is about. It's about Lee Steinberg. He's a sports agent, and we were going to his party with all the new football players, and so we wanted to look him up online. We wanted to go to Google, look him up, make sure we know what he looks like, make sure we know everything about him. And we go to look him up, and you would think, I mean, he's a big guy. He's a good, big sports agency. He's Jerry Maguire, right? I mean, he should have his website at the top, right? Well, Google search had his Amazon author page at the top because Lee Steinberg is an author. He has a book, right? So that is the power. If a big, huge name like that, his Amazon author page, Google loves Amazon. So just remember that and utilize that when you become an author, or if you're an author already, make sure you have your Amazon author page. And if you don't know how to make it look amazing like what you saw today, reach out to us. We have a package. We can help you put that all together, and you can do that. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening today, and let us know if you have any questions, comments.
Yep. And we would love to do your book. So if you're thinking about doing a book and wonder if it would work for your business, we do a special thing called a book marketing roadmap for your book that really ties it in. So we make sure that you get the business from your book. And we've made all of our authors #1 bestsellers. So they have a successful book to help their business be more successful. So look us up at eliteonlinepublishing.com. You can reach Jenn and I at either jen@eliteonlinepublishing.com or Melanie at eliteonlinepublishing.com. We're happy to answer any of your questions at all. And we would love to make you an author and make your business just skyrocket to the top. So thanks for joining us again. Remember to subscribe to this podcast, leave us comments, and follow us and share it.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
If you'd like to create the most powerful advertising tool for your business, contact us at eliteonlinepublishing.com, where we will help you create, publish, and make your book a #1 bestseller and show you how to get new leads and more revenue for your business. If you'd like to check us out on our Facebook page, we have a free book for you as our gift. Just go and click free book. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment for our podcast. We would love to hear from you.